The president cannot unilaterally and solely take a decision to, remove the Chief Justice from office because say oye president. No. There is separation of power and then there is check and balance. Baba God, I believe you. I believe everything that you say. As you talk, amo, you go do amo. Baba God, I believe you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to your favorite political show, Political Pulse, on Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends. And this is your favorite host, Gausu Zamani. And you know, every week, just as I bring to you, we delve into national issues. We give our concerns, we give our suggestions to them. You know, we dissect certain things. But today, I don't have my panels here with me. It is only me. And I'm going to throw some commentaries and then give some education about some happenings in the country. So quickly, we are going to delve into our topic. But before that, Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends, we are, we've opened our wings and we are calling in for sponsorships. So if you are a company, if you are a business and you want to reach your targeted market, reach out to Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends. We are ever ready to market your product for you just so you reach your targeted markets. You know, at the end of the day, you eat, we eat. That is what we say. Kane Media TV, we always say what? We make you famous. So today, quickly, we'll delve into our, matters of national concerns. And then today is going to be more of education. It's answer nsensem na esisi wo oman no mu no hu twa say ye be educate ye ho ama ye hu say this is what the constitution say, this is what the law say na emranity here. Although say ye nyina ye be pese ye di ye common sense e be di agro wa de no ho kakra, but no, say emrani nya ba mu a, there is nothing like common sense. So first on our discussion is going to be the petition that is against the Chief Justice removal. So, a citizen of this country, Ghana, Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, has petitioned the office of the president on the removal of the Chief Justice. And there are some bases on which Yejina Swa, Yebetumi Eyi Chief Justice, Efrisu. And one of these bases stipulated in the Constitution is misbehavior and then showing of incompetence. So, you see, Constitution Ghana Mamra Kese no say answer na Chief Justice the order your judicial system no ano answer na ye be yi no efri mu no na say any justices biara no ye be yi no efri honum no. There should be a clear provision or a clear scene of application of misconduct of duty. Ejuma edi ama ne se onye no, either say onye ni ye and say abusing the powers. And then to this particular one, constitution no keka and make some statements on the grounds of removal. And me pese me kan article 46, which clearly states about the grounds of removal. Article 46 of our 1992 constitution states that provided that a Chief Justice of a Superior Court or a Chairman of Regional Tribunal shall not be removed from office except for 1. Stated misbehavior, 2. Incompetence, and then 3. On a grounds of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity or arising from infirmity of body or mind. Enti when the grounds are ebetimi edi agina so egi the Chief Justice every office. So on these grounds citizen Professor Stephen Kweku Asare agina so say Chief Justice no the behavior bi a wadi ni edi ewo ni office mu e kire say she's been power abusive. eye ne nyoma bi a oye no entwa yie. And some of these things that the professor stated in his petition, okay say some of grounds is EB say Chief Justice no nyoma bi a oye ni ehu ntwa yie. And one, it has to do with the number of justices that are supposed to serve at the superior court. Uba your constitution ni constitution ni chere say superior court justice I was say they should not be less than 9. But Chief Justice Tokonu solely wrote to the president then, the former president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, to do what? To increase the number of Chief Justice from 9 to 20, of which are petitioner no essay. Enka was say Chief Justice no and consulting the Judicial Council before Anka Obetro Akwakoma president. But Chief Justice unilaterally abused powers. FLS or no the head of the judicial system into obetimi take decision be at any point in time. So one of the grounds are omucheni. And then again, which something has to do with abuse of power. Now, abuse of power, no, Ochiremu say there were some cases that were in court at a point in time. Judges that were overseeing these cases were being changed. Omofeli say all these were politically motivated. Now, some grounds is where omujina so omofeli say Professor Nefeli say these are clear misconduct and then abuse of power. Intine was say president no engineer we so no omunye den omu entwi Chief Justice no ensign. Now after petition no akodu president honom no, the president cannot unilaterally and solely take a decision to remove the Chief Justice from office because say oye president. No, there is separation of power and then there is check and balance. In check and balance, for check and balance, I was say you making sure say their constitution ekano eno na yebeye. Until then a constitution ekam. After your petition no ababedi president in nsem no. Constitution no Emma president ni to me say on refer petition no Emma Council of States. Until see amino ka say the president of the republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, ensaka petition no and or refer petition no Emma Council of States. And then in the sense of natural justice no answer na ebe make decision bi say no e was say o pese bia obeti nipa na accusing no enso asem into the president e won no nkasa na wisdom no efa petition no sign the ma nipa na petition no against no the Chief Justice say this is the petition that is against you into J now also prepare a response over the ma your friend is saying asem we ya professor na can against you. And then aside that, say petition no echo do Council of State honoma. Now we now have to do what? Set up a committee to sit on the matter. So in setting up the committee, the works of the committee is going to be in camera. And in camera no HSA, the work of the committee in secret. Yemfa camera embassy su entwa yebeye in secret. So the constitution of that committee is going to be 2 superior court justices and then 3 other citizens who are not supposed to be politicians, who are not supposed to be lawyers, who are not supposed to be parliamentarians or the framers of the constitution. Or my journey say my friend is saying emranim form betina case no omo law background any law knowledge no abu asem no na yenya normal citizens omo so omo de omo fie nyansan kakra so den ebeta asem no achi ama at the end of the day no na devoid of any political affiliation, because you can say the politician the politician will try to do what you know how these politicians and then their behavior is. So this is going to be the procedure in which I was say yen share case na yen make determination. Now after committee ya constitute the committee etna case in who we are, the committee is going to give recommendation to the president, and the president is going to act based on the recommendation of the committee. So if the recommendation of the committee is that basis now professor no claim say the chief justice has misconducted herself, no, is false, is untrue, then the chief justice must be retained. But if it comes out that truly the chief justice misconducted herself, she abused her office, she interfered in certain issues and some that means the committee recommendation is going to be that say yenyi chief justice everyone. Then when it happens like that, the reports, whatever recommendation is going to be given, the president is going to act solely by it. And procedures now, I was say yen go through, then yen making sure say there is justice served. Say yen making sure say petitioner now or petition, there is ground stated in the petition of misbehavior. There is ground stated in the petition to be as incompetence. There is grounds stated in the constitution to be as inability to perform functions due to infirmity. And then again, procedure I was says our petition way and in the same way and go through, then arise at conclusion. One, what petition, Mr. President, it was said, Mr. President, and refer petition to Council of State. Not Council of State, in consultation with the president and Georgia. Now set up committee. Now committee in then enter case committee in case we are. Now for omu recommendation. I come Mr. President. Now for Mr. President, I'm determining the fate of the Chief Justice depending on the recommendation of the committee. I think this is the how do you call it? The lights, any educational, ye person ye de ma your audience or share Kane Media TV, any Kane Media Trends. Then again, obi sending me messages here. Obi Sami say, Gausu Zamani, what is the interest of the opposition party on this issue? I'm like, how do I determine that, or how can I know the interest of the opposition party in this? I'm not the one, because Obi Fele say if there is a petition against the Chief Justice, which happens to be an independent body devoid of any political affiliation, there shouldn't be any political party trying to take side in this particular issue. But rather, so Obi be fight a Chief Justice Nikrampona, it should be the Judicial Council. And now say be the Ghana Bar Association. But here lies the case, all these people are quiet, and then it's like it's the MPP that are strongly which Obibeka said erase question marks on the behavior of the Chief Justice. Obibeka said, does it mean that the Chief Justice was doing the bid of the MPP? I am not the one to determine that though, but that is what is going on right now. Message will be sending and they say the greatest fear is that, or see, the greatest fear of the MPP is that the source of protection at the Supreme Court is being taken off. If I was the Chief Justice, I would be very worried that the pending removal. If I was the Chief Justice, I would be very worried that my removal, one political party is, message I will be Eddie sending me say I don't know. I officially say Chief Justice, at the end of the day, if the recommendation comes that the Chief Justice should be removed, meaning the NPP is going to lose something. So that is why they are actively talking against this. But everything is not for us to determine. It is for the president and then the committee that is going to be set up to sit on the matter to come up with proper recommendations, so that at the end of the day, an independent judicial body devoid of any political affiliation. At the end of the day, Ghanaians any omuti omamu ebenya confidence be your judicial system, because you could see that at a point in time the trust in our judicial system form among for and believing in our judicial system again. They felt like the political interference was too much. Even the attention being given to cases sometimes if you are not affiliated to some political party, say na you attended to some cases way. let's look at the matter involved in event is saying the LGBTQ issue. Yeah, Parliament. Pass a bill now. They come His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say on assent to the bill. Sorry, His Excellency the former president now Akufo-Addo say on assent to the bill. Then the president referred that there is a pending petition at the court. Determination have not been made yet, so he cannot proceed to make assent to the document. But there was an instance where the fate of some parliamentarians were to be made at parliament. Omu free party bi mu no omu MPP party mu omu contesting as independent candidate, which clearly states in the constitution that instances like that your seat become vacant and you are no more a member of parliament. The speaker made that judgment. The majority then took the case to court, and the case was seated on as a matter of urgency. Abrasa cases no ebe two cases bi wo honum. So these are some issues that are happening that among of really say political interference in our judicial system was too much. Of which me and Kasapo at a point company I would like to side with them. All these the three arms of government, they are independent. Obiya ejuma independently. Obiya interfere or obiya ejuma. There is separation of powers and there is check and balance. Judiciary check executive now who say ejuma. The citizens are also there to make sure that they check them to work. So instances like this, I will say making sure say yema obiya ejuma independently, devoid of any interference. So yes, basically this is the explanation to that particular issue which has to do with the petition against the Chief Justice. So going forward, we are just hoping that proper procedures will be followed and adhered. Now at the end of the day, there was a we go by it, and then at the end of the day, Ghana now we have a very good Ghana. We hold high our democracy and then the peace that we have in the country. We all enjoy it together. So yes. Quickly, we'll move to our second story. Abusia, Assembly Koswo Omayimua, the Yansheni ye, Anhuni year. What is going to happen in the future will not be right. Our youths are going wayward. And all I feel is lack of information. Recently, I want to commend the Youth Development Ministry and then the National Youth Authority for embarking on the Red Means Stop campaign, where youth are going to substance abuse, take drugs, just to make the system work in some way to make sure baby na say or that was or free mupana send your all jet whole crampono. It is unbearable, and it is the share on my Ghana like where some of the youth are Charlie. It is not good at all. And then I want to commend the Youth Development Ministry for taking that initiative and then going on that campaign. I'm aware the campaign is still ongoing, and then the education is extensively going down to the people. They are going to the ghettos and they are trying to educate the youth to stop taking all those things. Then again, an issue that is happening that I would want to draw the attention of the Youth Development Ministry and then the YEA, Youth Employment Agency, and the National Youth Authority. Ebusia, se uko social media ne so a ade bi wo ho no ma yesi ye friend kiu net o se kiu deben. The way this is draining the youth. Wo ho no ma na wadanfo bi afrɛ. Say dale manya connection we you. Na connection we amanyan. Yesi ye de obekɔ Canada. Na Canada na ye de obekɔ no. Ubetua 20,000. Ye de obefa Cote d'Ivoire, ye de obefa Nigeria. Na me kra me no ka se krampo kra. Ma beduru a me fura plane mu a me kɔ Canada ano no. Nti se wadwen wo a metumi alenke wo. And this call is going to come from a close friend. Now also you are in this country, she come out. You are going to fall in it. Paying 20,000 to go to Canada. You feel like, it's cool. And this recommendation is coming from your friend. Bona ni pay de ni ho akohyem. Otenanko ye de nafa eye Cote d'Ivoire road. Na wa kodu Cote d'Ivoire, okọ Canada. you say Killnet. Na Killnet you see uko Cote d'Ivoire eye kura friend Bontuku. No ko hu say Ghana for go mu gu baby pan choked, and the kind of life, the way stranded they look, it's serious. Scamming our people, it's very, 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 very serious. You'll be promised say you do two kind, you be kwa do honum total scam. Go do a total scam. Recently, I chanced on a video on TikTok, and you could see that it is not only happening to Ghanaians alone, it is also happening to Nigerians and then Ivorians. So Nigerians will be told that, oh, you come through Ghana, you know, it is easy for you to then you better connection among say ni, then they travel with you. Then ukwa wakoka. This is what is happening, and I want to draw the attention of the Youth Development Ministry to look at this issue and then start the education of it. This Killnet thing, when you search about it, it's a total different thing than what people are seeing on grounds. It is very serious that we really need to pay critical attention to. So please, the Youth Development Ministry and then the National Youth Authority, I beg you. And the reason why I'm drawing the attention of the youth ministries and then the agencies under the youth ministries, because it is happening within the youth circle. Within youth circle, that is where the scam is happening. You could see that then they force you to also do what? To convince other people to come. When I was watching the video on TikTok, you could clearly see that when a friend convinced the other guy to go, he has been brainwashed to the extent that say, you see, before he has to convince another 3 people to come. So he's also busily calling friends. Now you see it to me, your settings be dress you up, take you to a very nice hotel to make a video of yourself, just so you can post it on your social media, and then it will serve as a convincing point for your friends. Now almost into me and falling into that trap, and they are being forced to do that. So please, the Youth Development Ministry, the Youth Development Ministry, and then the YEA, and then the NYA. So please, I beg you, let's look at this issue so well. We can tackle this issue easily. As soon as possible, we start the education rightly, and then, let's get it down just as we are fighting the substance abuse, and making sure, say, the information is getting down there. The information is getting down there. This thing has happened to a brother of mine. I'm telling you, this Killnet thing happened to a brother of mine. And trust me, it has not been easy for the family. So please, the ministry should take this thing up and then do something about it. Then again, my last story that I'm going to talk about has to do with, whilst I was on a break, I had text messages from friends. Since people know this is a political show, they call us to talk about us of things, I was there, and then a friend called that, Charlie, this matters of Kane and then national service reposting thing, it's serious that it needs to be talked about. I'm like, what is happening? That the new NSS boss, Mr. Felix Jemfi, is saying that Kane members will not be given the opportunity to do their national service at their preferred place. Please, Mr. Felix Jemfi, I beg you, with the greatest of respect, when you go to our universities, you see the TANE and then TESCON that are representing these 2 great political parties in that university. When you go there, as part of the benefits of joining this group, as part of the benefits of joining either TANE or TESCON, has to do with mentorship programs that you are going to enjoy, has to do with national service opportunities that you are going to enjoy, also has to do with instances where you are going to be given attachment slots. And this is the convincing point for students to join either TESCON or TANE. And Mr. Felix Jemfi, I want to tell you for a fact that in the previous administration, the NSS boss then made sure that TESCON members were being given national service to their preferred choices. Not even a matter of reposting. No. Before even the posting come out, they make sure that they assemble the TESCOM members to some particular directions. What is happening to our team now? Please, for the first time in Ghana, go to most of our campuses. The just ended election, NDC won almost all the campuses with the exception of Tech. For the first time, Legon campus, NDC won almost every polling station. For the first time in Accra Technical University, all 6 polling stations on campus, NDC won all the polling stations. Mr. Felix Denfi, this is the intellectual wing of the party. And for all you know, this is the only benefit that someone might get from the party by getting to do his national service or a national service at a preferred place. Today, the grassroots are crying that they don't know their left from their right now. Please, let's not extend this to our tertiary education institutions. These people have worked. Trust me, for the first time, to see the team involve themselves so much voluntarily. You could see young guys standing at bus stops, young guys in traffic campaigning for the party to come to power. I know the other people are going to say, but that is the reality on grounds. We beg you, Mr. Felix Denfi, this is a plea to your office. Please, let's treat our team members right. Whatever it is, we are all on the research agenda together. Mr. Felix Denfi, I know you've heard my plea. And then Mr. Felix Denfi, I know, is a listening person. And I know you are going to listen to our plea. Thank you so much. So yes, guys, this is going to be where I will gladly draw curtains down for today's show. It is unfortunate that I didn't have panels for you guys today, but I promise you next week I'm going to bring you some good panels, both from the MPP and then the NDC. As a matter of fact, TAIN and TESCON, this program is for the youths, by the youths, and we are going to leave it for the youths, for them to always run this program. And we'll always come here and give suggestions to the government. And this has been your favorite host, Gausu Zamani, and this is Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends, Political Pause. Peace out.